Good morning. Are you Deshauna Bass? And Ms. Bass is charged with assault on a peace officer in 24-2316.
A peace officer? In Texas, that's not a small mistake. That's a straight-up felony. One wrong move, and you're staring at years behind bars. And if this all comes down to a single shove during the arrest, then believe me, that body cam footage isn't just evidence. It's the entire fate of this case.
So what's the announcement?
Judge, I was talking to Mr. Copeland. We've been trying to come to a resolution on this one, and he's made us an offer on this case. And talking to my client, I think it may be best before we either accept that offer or set it for trial if I get her in the office so she can look at the rest of the body cams herself.
Okay.
To make that decision.
All right.
And then we'll definitely be ready to move the case by the time we come back.
All right. Any issue, Mr. Coleman?
No.
All right. So, Ms. Bass, I'm going to reset your case about 30 days. Make sure you call soon and make an appointment so you have plenty of time to go in and visit with Mr. Lewis about your case, watch any videos, look at the discovery he has, and then talk about your options, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date. Okay? Thank you. Ms. Holmes on Isaac Talley. Did you ever find?
I redid the paperwork.
Y'all redid it? Okay.
And I can see that it went over to you.
Good morning. Are you Isaac Talley? And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Your Honor.
And here comes Isaac Fowley, facing a felony charge for evading arrest with a vehicle. Sounds like a high-speed chase scene, right? But nope, this isn't some action movie nonsense. This is real life, and it ends in a courtroom where every decision can change his future in a heartbeat.
Mr. Talley, in 24-1997, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from August 26th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes? And do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you reached is for a 3-year deferred adjudicated probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Talley is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so the probation department can do it.
This is what they call deferred adjudication, basically a lifeline. A chance to walk away without a felony staining your record, but only if you follow every single rule of probation. Slip up once, just once, and that second chance snaps shut. On the back end, you're convicted, no questions asked.
Sentence report. That'll just give me more information about you, your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right there, okay? All right, we'll see y'all back at sentencing. Ms. Holmes, you have a sentencing on Devontae Savoy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Devontae Savoy. I'm going to test him before I. Good morning. You're Devontae Savoy. Mr. Savoy, before we go forward with your sentencing, I'm going to have you tested to see if there's anything in your system today. Have a seat up there.
When a judge orders a mandatory drug test before sentencing, that's not routine. That's a warning sign. And at just 18, Devontae is already orbiting the system like he's been here for years. Judges hate one thing the most: defendants who keep using while their case is still hanging over their head. It tells the court one thing: he's not taking this seriously.
Okay. I want to see what all's in there for sure. All right, have a seat. Y'all need to maybe discuss his age and where he's probably going to go if he can't stop using, because I'm not going to.
Walker.
18 years old. Juvenile stuff. I'm thinking ISF is going to be my typical if he's unable to quit doing this on his own, knowing he's waiting on court, So let me see what all is in his system. That you might want to talk to him. Dominique Richards, Miss Holmes.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Are you Dominique Richards? Speak up, please. And Ms. Holmes, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
People, Your Honor.
Mr. Richards, in 250141, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of solicitation of prostitution from December 19th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes? Do you fully understand them?
Yes.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 3-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of net?
Solicitation of prostitution isn't some petty ticket in Texas. It's a state jail felony. And honestly, this guy got lucky. No criminal history saved him from a prison bunk. Instead, he's walking out with 3 years of probation and 1 crystal clear warning. Slip up even once, and those doors slam shut for 2 full years.
Denial of naturalization under federal law. Said it too many times today. State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Richards is not
No,
competent?
Your Honor.
And Mr. Hoffpower, since it's a state jail felony, any issues that you
Judge, no, out in this street doesn't have a criminal history. It doesn't have any felony criminal history.
All right, so no opposition to waiving the pre-sentence report.
None of the stated.
All right, Mr. Richards, I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, defer all proceedings, place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, the case is actually dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. The other side of that, however, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so you would be a convicted felon, and you could go to the state jail prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation, she's sitting at that desk right there. She's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Good luck to you, sir.